Whimsy Timsy presents Tootles the Timid Tarsier. Tootles and the Lost Temple of the Moon. One day, while Tootles, Lila, Benny, and Ruby were exploring the dense jungle, they stumbled upon a hidden cave concealed behind a curtain of vines. Inside, they discovered an ancient map, partially covered in dust and cobwebs. The map seemed to point to a long-lost temple dedicated to the moon. The map was old and fragile, but the markings and details piqued their curiosity. The friends knew they had to find out more about this mysterious place, and they couldn't shake the feeling that the map had found its way to them for a reason. Seeking answers, the friends consulted with the elder animals, who shared their knowledge of the jungle's history and legends. They also delved into old books and scrolls, learning about the legend of the Temple of the Moon. According to the stories, the temple was built by an ancient civilization that had a deep connection with the moon and its cycles. It was said that the temple held great wisdom and secrets about the balance of nature and the mysteries of the night. The more they learned, the more intrigued Tootles and his friends became, their determination to find the temple growing stronger. Determined to find the lost temple, Tootles and his friends began to prepare for the journey. They gathered supplies, including food, water, and tools, knowing that they would need to be well prepared to face the challenges ahead. They studied the terrain and mapped out their route, using the ancient map as their guide. They also honed their skills, practicing climbing, swimming, and problem-solving, so they would be ready to face any challenges they might encounter. They knew that the adventure would be dangerous, but they also believed that the rewards would be worth the risks. Following the ancient map, the friends set off on their journey. They soon realized that the path to the temple was fraught with danger. They had to traverse treacherous cliffs, cross raging rivers, and navigate through dark, mysterious forests filled with strange noises and shadows. Each challenge tested their courage, strength, and determination, but they pressed on, guided by their friendship and their desire to uncover the secrets of the Temple of the Moon. As they ventured deeper into the jungle, Tootles and his friends encountered strange and mysterious creatures that they had never seen before. These creatures, some of whom were guardians of the temple, challenged the friends' resolve and ingenuity. They had to use their wits, their newfound talents, and the wisdom of the Whispers to outsmart the guardians and prove their worthiness to continue on their quest. Each encounter left them with valuable lessons and a greater understanding of the world around them. After many days of travel and overcoming numerous challenges, the friends finally reached a moonlit clearing deep in the heart of the jungle. The soft, silvery light of the full moon illuminated an ancient temple, its stones worn and covered in moss, yet still radiating an aura of power and mystery. The sight of the temple filled Tootles and his friends with awe, and they knew they had finally found the legendary Temple of the Moon. As the friends cautiously entered the temple, they discovered intricate carvings and murals depicting the ancient civilization that had once worshipped the moon. They marveled at the beauty of the artwork, which told stories of lunar cycles, the balance of nature, and the power of unity. As they ventured deeper into the temple, they felt an increasing sense of connection with the ancient people who had built it, and a deeper understanding of their own place in the world. They carefully studied each room, taking note of the symbols and artifacts that adorned the walls and floors, eager to learn as much as they could from this mysterious place. Deep within the heart of the temple, Tootles and his friends found a hidden chamber. The room was adorned with more carvings, as well as a large, ornate altar dedicated to the moon. As they approached the altar, they noticed that it bore inscriptions in an ancient language. Using their combined knowledge and the wisdom they had gained from the Whispers, they deciphered the inscriptions and uncovered the secrets of the temple. They learned of rituals and ceremonies that the ancient civilization had performed to honor the moon and maintain the balance of nature. The inscriptions revealed the ancient civilization's understanding of the moon and its role in maintaining the balance of nature. They believe that the moon's cycles influence not only the tides and the growth of plants, but also the behavior and well-being of the creatures in the jungle. The secrets of the temple emphasize the importance of living in harmony with nature and maintaining a balance between all living things. This newfound knowledge filled Tootles and his friends with a sense of wonder and responsibility, and they knew they had a duty to share it with their community. As Tootles and his friends pondered the wisdom of the ancient civilization, the moon's light began to fill the chamber. The light focused on the altar and, in a brilliant display, bestowed a gift upon each of them. Tootles gained a deeper connection with the night and its creatures. Lila was granted the power to heal using the light of the moon. Benny was blessed with enhanced agility and reflexes, and Ruby received the ability to predict the cycles and patterns of the natural world. Having received the gifts from the moon, Tootles and his friends felt a newfound sense of responsibility. They vowed to protect the Temple of the Moon and the wisdom it held, ensuring that the knowledge and secrets of the ancient civilization would not be lost or exploited. They also promised to share the lessons they had learned about the balance of nature and the importance of living in harmony with the environment. With their mission complete and their hearts full of gratitude, Tootles and his friends made their way back to their jungle home. They recounted their adventure to the rest of the jungle community, sharing the lessons they had learned and the gifts they had received. The animals listened in awe, inspired by the bravery and wisdom of Tootles and his friends. As the story of the Temple of the Moon spread throughout the jungle, Tootles, Lila, Benny, and Ruby continued to grow and develop their newfound abilities. They used their gifts to help the animals of the jungle and to maintain the balance of nature, ensuring that the legacy of the Temple of the Moon would live on for generations to come. The adventure of Tootles and his friends at the Temple of the Moon had a profound impact on the jungle community, inspiring the animals to work together, respect nature, and cherish the wisdom of the past. And as the guardians of the whispering trees and the Temple of the Moon, Tootles and his friends became symbols of hope, unity, and the enduring power of friendship.